Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to receive future updates.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Bryno's Homebrews here on Bryno's World. Yep, I'm actually making a video for the first time in a while. Imagine that. Much more a beer making video. So what beer am I making today? Well, it's going to be a sort of an easy one, but hopefully one that's going to taste really, really, really good. Don't ask me why I'm combining the two fruits that are in this beer. As you can tell from the title above, I'm making an orange and blueberry wheat beer this time. Just two flavors I thought might be cool together, just in two colors I thought would be good to go together, but I don't know if it'll work in this beer, but that's why I'm making it, because plus I think it would taste pretty cool. Now, since this is going to be a fruity wheat beer, it's not going to be very hoppy, which is why I'm using 1 ounce of Willamette hops, which will not give a whole lot of IBUs. I'm thinking maybe 14, 15, 16 IBUs, which is sort of the bare minimum for a American wheat. So for the malt bill, I'm actually not using any specialty grains this time. I'm just using pure malt extract. I'm going to use a half and half mixture of the regular Pilsen Light dry malt extract and some wheat dry malt extract. Nice half and half combo. Give it a decent amount of body. Some wheat flavor, but not too much. To give it the orange flavor, I'm going to add this pouch of sweet orange peel, just about 1 ounce of it. And for everything I've read, sweet orange peel is what you need to give it that not really obnoxious orange flavor, but the kind of orange flavor that you get from the wheat beers, like a Blue Moon, if you will. I think that'd be a good touch to this. Towards the end of the boil, I'm going to add some ground coriander. Typical spice that you put in some wheat beers. As to where the blueberry is going to come in, we're going to wait till the secondary for that one, or part 2 of this video. But we'll get to that when we get to that. First things first, let's put in the malt extract. Nice windy day here in western Ohio. Not too hot, not too cold, it's just perfect. 3 pounds of Pilsen Light. Let's do the same with the wheat malt. Bavarian wheat. Hope I didn't rip it up too much, but it's going to go in anyway. Stir it up. And since I'm not using any specialty grains in this batch, I'm just going to heat this right up to a boil. And now I've got my Willamette hops here in a pouch. Let's open it up. I got 1 ounce for the entire batch. Because again, it's a wheat beer, we don't want a whole lot of bitterness, so I'm gonna measure out half an ounce of this stuff on the scale down to my right. You might not be able to see. Half an ounce of Willamette hops in the pot. And wait for it to come to a boil. After that, we set the timer for 60 minutes. All right, it's been about 15 minutes since I started that video, and finally the pot is beginning to boil, so the clock starts now. Alrighty, 20 minutes left in the boil, which means I add this amount of hops in, 1/4 of an ounce of hops now. So now we're going to wait a few more minutes to add this stuff, the sweet orange peel. And I'm going to wait until there's 10 minutes left in the boil to put this stuff in. Okay, we're close to 10 minutes now. So now it's time for us to add this bit, the sweet orange peel, give the orange flavor. In 3, 2, 1, now. All right, let's stir this up a little bit, which means that at the 5-minute mark, we add a couple ingredients, the last bit of hops and some ground coriander for flavor. 5 minutes left in the boil, time to add the rest, the hops and the coriander in 3, 2, 1, hops, coriander. 5 minutes left in the boil, and then we turn off the heat and cool it down really, really quick. Okay, boil's almost done. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And my watch just went dead. Okay, there we are. There we go. Let's shut that off. Turn the gas off. So there we go, the boil is done. Now we gotta take some time and get that wort to room temperature very, very quickly. And in the meantime, scrub down the brew bucket. Make sure it's all sanitized and properly clean. But I'm sure you don't want to see me doing any of that. You just want to get to the finished product. Well, I'll get you to the part where I'm measuring the gravity of this so you know exactly where we're going and what we're expecting from this beer. But I gotta take care of all the other stuff first. But you'll get the good stuff in 3, 2, 1. So, after a lot of work, the wort is here in this bucket. Oh my goodness. I never get tired of how heavy that stuff is. Hurts my back, getting old. But now, I've got some of the wort here in this test tube. And now it's time to record its gravity. And it's at this step where it's kind of the hardest because it's still bubbly and frothy at the top, which makes reading this scale pretty difficult. I'm going to try to do something, a little technique to dissipate some of the bubbles here. It's a little over 1.05. The bubbly guess is 52 gravity units, or 1.052. Oh man, how's this going to work? I'm starting to lose patience, so I'm just going to call it 52. 1.052 for the specific gravity. And now the temperature. When I pulled it out, it was at around 80 degrees. I imagine it's dropped maybe a few degrees since then. 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius. And now it's time to properly turn this into a homebrew by taking this, which is a little bit of wort mixed in with the yeast, the dry yeast that I bought for this, which is Safe Ale US 05, which is for normal American beers. In hindsight, I probably should have gotten the wheat yeast for this, but you know what? It's too late now. I put this proof in there for a while, so as you can see, it's already starting to bubble. So you know it's good stuff. So now, this into the wort down there, which you can't see. Alright. So now our beer is inoculated. So, top it off here. Again, you can't see on camera, but I'm too lazy to put this up on the top. And now to fix the airlock. And we are going. And now I suspect that this is going to take maybe 2 weeks to get to the part where we move it to the secondary. And it's at that point where we're going to add some blueberry puree into the mix. So stay tuned for that. So until then, that'll do it for another episode of Bryno's Homebrews here on Bryno's World. Thank you very much for watching. If you got any ideas for beers I can make on this channel or anything else you want to see me make or try or whatever, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe if you haven't already, click the bell icon to be notified of future updates as well. Once again, thanks for watching, and have yourself a good one.